My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and a teaching instructor with IRS. I worked at IRS over a decade. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. On my YouTube channel, what I try to do is open up the curtain so you can see inside the Internal Revenue Service, so you know really what's going on and what the agent thinks about. Many of these other YouTube channels are people who practice and they work so many cases and they've developed certain theories. If you want to find out the truth about IRS, you got to speak to a former agent. It only makes sense. So let me today to talk to you about can IRS close my business up if I owe payroll taxes? The answer is a resounding yes, 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 yes. As an agent, when I worked at IRS, I probably closed 30 businesses a year. Since then, IRS has lightened their stance on closing businesses, and IRS last year only seized a total of about 450 units of seizures, which could be houses, businesses, anything. Could be just anything. When I worked there were thousands and thousands. So the odds of your business being closed to IRS many times are threats. I'd say 95% of the time they're threats. But because they're threats, that doesn't mean they will, and you have to know where when IRS is calling your the bluff. So if you own a business and you may owe, maybe you didn't file a bunch of 941s, or maybe you haven't made current deposits. IRS wants to make sure this key point: you cannot continue to run up IRS tax debt. You can't. If you own a business, IRS is not going to allow that. I will tell you that for sure. They have ways that they'll levy your receivables. They'll keep taping your bank account. They will literally put you out of business, and they can. They can get lists of your vendors, put everyone on notice you owe them money. Just don't give IRS a reason, in fact, to do that. I get many cases where people haven't filed 941s and they owe hundreds of thousands of dollars, but yet we keep those businesses open. The first question I ask these businesses, if you were to call me, is should your business stay open? If you owe a large amount of tax, I probably convinced 65% of my people to go out of business because it's not sustainable. They'll actually make money by going out of business because they're not putting it into their business and pay debts that they're never going to pay. So, A, you must realistically look at your business and make sure. And the best counsel is honest counsel. So, if I think you owe a bunch of money to IRS and you haven't been current, how the hell are you going to be current and go ahead and save your business as well? Sometimes it's not practical. Now, there are those businesses, because of the economy or whatever, they can turn everything right around easily. Not easily, but they can. So what I encourage you to do is, if you're making current tax deposits and you're showing IRS you want to remain open, and you're making a bit of a back payment, okay, and you're filing all your returns, as a general rule, IRS is not going to do anything. They will work with you. So the keys to staying open are making sure all your tax returns are filed and you're making current tax deposits. But with that, please make sure you have a sustainable business. A lot of people never left the Titanic because they didn't in fact think that the Titanic was going to sink. You have to realistically say, is my business ever going to make a profit where I know I have something to sell? A lot of people that have been doing this a long time. They don't want to give it up. At the end of the day, it's not good advice to sell someone to say, it's not well to tell someone just to stay there because they've been there a while. So I'll work with the revenue officer who's knocking at the door. Also, IRS is going to set the trust fund penalty up against you. The trust fund penalty is an amount of money that you held in trust for your employees, and the IRS is going to hold you responsible for that debt. So for more, just check my YouTube channel on trust fund taxes, and you'll learn more, or you can call me. As I pull back the curtain, I do what other people don't do. I really tell you what IRS is going to do. So I would always appreciate a subscription or a like. And if you have a suggestion or a comment, leave it in the comment section. If you want me to do a YouTube on something, I'm happy to do that. We YouTubers really thrive on subscriptions and comments. So thank you very much.